Hello, you're here with Miss Libby Rose, and today we are going to be making a super cool phone case holder with a keyring so you can put your things on the side of your keyring or hang it from your bag or whatever you'd like to do with a keyring on the side of your phone holder. So what we're going to need for this project is 2 fat quarter pieces cut into strips. So fat quarter, you're going to keep the long length of the fat quarter and then cut it into this width here, which is 11.5. So this is all 45.5. That's generally the length of a fat quarter anyway, the long side of the fat quarter. And then what you're going to do is measure 11.5 and then cut down like that. And you want that twice, please, in 2 different fabrics if you like. I've got, see, different, it's just the lining and the outside. So get that cut out ready. Then you'll need some velcro. So I've got the 20mm, the 2 centimetre wide velcro here, and I've cut that in 10 centimetres. So you just need the hook and the loop, 10 centimetres, and you will need a keyring. So if you use a keyring, and you'll need about 10 centimetres of a piece of ribbon or webbing. Now just make sure that that will fit. So you've got the big part of your keyring, so just make sure that the little fastening here, that it'll fit through, and that will be good for your width. Okay, so 10 centimetres of a bit of ribbon or webbing, and then you just need your normal sewing stuff. So you've got your sewing machine, pins, scissors, iron, threads, etc. Okay, so let's get started. Now we go to the tops here, come down 1.5 centimetres on both of these, and let's put the velcro on there. Okay, so I'll get this out of the way so you can see me a bit better. So I'm pulling the velcro apart here, and I pop that down 1.5 centimetres from the top. So let's go 1.5 centimetres from the top, and then you want it equidistant from each side. So we've got 1.5, so we've got 1 and 1 on either side, around about 1.5 down from the top. 1.5, 1.5, and then let's pin that in place. So you want to put your pins up and down, so your pins have got to go, but your pins are going vertically and your velcro is going horizontally. So pop those pins in so it's nice and easy to sew around. Then once you've got both pieces of velcro on 1.5 down from the top, then go to your sewing machine and sew around the edges. Now try and keep nice and close to the edge of the velcro. So keep checking. It's good to get it in the right position first. It's quite important, and equidistant from the sides as well. And in, and then to your sewing machine and sewing nice and close to the edge of the velcro, and you want to box it in. So you're going to go around, 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 and do your backwards and forwards to really secure it in place as well. Get that velcro on, and then we're ready for the next stage. So after you've sewn around the boxes to get the velcro stuck on nicely, we now start putting the pieces together. So take one part with the velcro on, the one that you want to see on the outside. So the one's on the outside, not the lining. And that's coming to the top. You place the other one, the lining, at the top here, but not with the velcro. Okay, so one side has its velcro. This is the outside piece. This is the lining, no velcro. The velcro for that one is all the way down here. And we're going to sew a seam across the top, come down, or just do 0.5 of a seam allowance. So we've got enough here for the velcro that's come down, and going across the top. So pop your pins in and across the top there. Only one side has its velcro. You will see why after. And we go straight across. Take all my threads off. Now that we've sewn those together, we've got this big long strip. And what we're going to do is fold both of our pieces in, right? So we can meet in the middle here. So I've got Velcro up here and there's a Velcro already sewn in down there. Now we want to get these the same. So I'm folding, can you see what I'm doing? So I'm folding up here and I want to make this fold up to the seam line 22 centimeters. So from that seam line down 22 centimeters, and then you've just got this bit flapping open the top. That's good, that's right. And then down here 22 centimeters again up to that seam line. 22 there. All right, so as soon as you've got that, pop a pin in so you've got it held in place. Okay, now we're going to leave this flap for now, and what we do is sew 1, 2, 3 on this side, so you can see the seam lines in there. Go to this side and go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you've got seams on both sides and you're just boxing it all in now. So now we've done our seams on both sides. You don't need to sew along the bottom because we've just got a fold there, but you could do to actually reinforce it. So I've got this is 22, 22. Now all that's left is this flap at the top. So what we're going to do there is sew around, but we need to leave a gap for the keyring to go in. So 1, 2, come down and leave yourself a gap here. Now you've got to turn the whole thing through that gap as well as slide the keyring in there at the end. So go 1, 2, 3, leave a gap. And before we turn it through, we are going to cut our corners. So if you just trim close to your corners to give a nice sharp edge, don't go over the stitch line, just a nice little cut through, and then we are ready for the next bit. So now that we've cut our corners on the edges, we're going to go to that hole that we left and we're going to push the whole thing through. Now what I find easy, if I can't get it through, because sometimes, especially getting the Velcro through is quite difficult, I always have chopsticks in my kit. So I just use a little chopstick to give me a bit of a helping hand to push all the bulk through. Sometimes if my fingers don't want to work, then I can just use the chopstick to help me. So let's get all of that pushed through. So once you've got it all pushed through, you can just use your chopstick to get the corners out. Don't want to push too hard to go through the fabric. That's why we use chopsticks, and any blunt instrument, don't use your scissors. Sometimes it's very easy to use your scissors to do these things, but once you go through the fabric, then that's really disappointing. Okay, so we've got this big piece like this. So we want to shuffle the lining inside. So push that down. Now it's resembling something a bit better. And we're going to iron. So iron it nice and flat. Don't iron over your Velcro. Just iron on the other side to get it all nice and flat. Now we've got, so this top you want to meet the velcro. Okay, so we've got that is meeting the velcro, so it's folded over and meeting the velcro there. We've just got a little gap in the top there. So you could slide ribbon or a strap through there, through that top bit, to turn it into a bag. Now, we have still got this little gap in the side, and that is where our keyring is going in. So you've got the keyring on the side here, and I take my ribbon, my keyring, slide it in, make that my velcro, slide it in the side, and then I'm going to ever so neatly sew over it. Now if you're a bit nervous about using the machine, then do hand sew it, but I'm going to go straight in on the machine and sew over it, so you've got a little bit of top stitch showing. Really reinforce that in and up. Any loose threads come off. Voila, and we are done. And I want to say thank you so much for sewing with me again today, and I hope that you've enjoyed that. Of course, you can then alter the pattern to your needs, so I hope that that makes enough sense that you could sort of make it longer or shorter. So if you want to make it smaller for a phone to go in there, or bigger for different devices, tablets and things. So yeah, so do have some fun playing with that pattern, and I will see you again for the next make. Thank you so much.